Hi everyone and welcome. This is Alex here of Advice by Alex, and I'm here to do your weekly angelic messages for the week of July 3rd through the 10th, 2022. I want to thank you for stopping by and giving me a listen to. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and a notification bell so that way you get all the future uploads of all my videos as well. And if you too would like to get a personalized angel reading with me, I'll leave all that information in the description box below. So, for a couple of announcements that I have, so right now, number one is that Etsy has been still giving me trouble. So, in the meantime, without doing Etsy, I'll leave all the information on the price of the readings in the description box, and I will leave my Cash App and my Venmo as well. And that brings me to announcement number 2. I will be not using PayPal anymore for readings, but I will be using Cash App and Venmo. And if you don't have those, you can always download them for free, and they are easy, fast, and secure in sending money back and forth to people as well. So that is what they are there for. And that is the major announcements as well. So, and then lastly, I do want to announce that by the end of this month, I will be enrolling in Reiki Level 1 and Reiki Level 2. So I decided to get certified in Reiki as well, because I'm very, very much drawn to it. And my guides have been saying that it is time for me to be able to learn Reiki. So, I am very much excited about learning Reiki. So, when I am enrolled, I will let you all know how that is going along. So, I will be doing that as well. So, otherwise, hopefully you guys are doing well. And I know it's been a while since I've been doing a video, but with the job and that I have now, it is very chaotic and it drains a lot of my energy, which makes it hard for the weekends to be able to do everything. But I will try to do, at least for now, a weekly video as well at the very least. I will still try to do more TikTok videos because those are shorter. But right now, it's just hard to do daily videos. And I will go back to that eventually, especially when I transition back to working from home, which I feel is coming up for me as well. I know it wasn't very long, but I feel like the job that I have now is just a validation of things, and I validated what I needed to know. So, I don't feel like it'll be very long before I'm back at home working, but I do feel like there will be like a transition very soon, at least by the winter time frame is what I'm feeling. So that is typically where I would say that in regard to. So, but yeah, so hopefully you guys are doing well. I want to say happy 4th of July to everybody, and hopefully you are having a wonderful 4th of July. So, and let us hop into the messages. That is quite enough rambling for me. I am having Open Endless Possibilities 888HZ, Miracles in Your Life, Wealth, Abundance, Binaural Beats, and they're found on YouTube. Good Vibes, Binaural Beats is what it is. So, I just type in Open Endless Possibilities on YouTube, and then there we go. So, hopefully that is there. So, let us have a moment of silence here. Have your feet firmly planted on the ground. Have your heart wide open to be able to receive the angel messages that you're about to receive. And then we will get into it in that regard. So, let us have a moment of silence while I connect with the energies energetically. And we'll go from there as well. Alright. So, right away, when I'm tuning into the energies of this week, is that I do feel quite heavy energies that are around for this upcoming week and stuff like that. I do know there is some type of energy transition that is a major shift that is happening on Tuesday. So, I do feel like this is in lieu of that. I just don't want to talk about that because I don't know much about what is happening on that day, and I don't want to give out the wrong information. Suppose I could look it up and then let you all know what is happening and do a reading on that day. But that is just basically there. So I do feel like this week's energy is quite heavy, and what the angels are really telling me is that I do feel like there is a lot of resistance. I do feel like there is a lot of resistance to change. I do feel like this is helping our souls guide us to the change that we are most needing to make the change from. So I do feel like this week is all about a lot of us are going inward and a lot of inner soul reflecting, soul searching on the right next path for us to help our soul along our journey here in the physical world. So that is basically where this week's energy is the primary. As I do feel like there's a lot of tension. I do feel like there's a lot of overthinking going on. I do feel like there's a lot of anxiety. I do feel like there is a need to be able to work on our solar plexus. So that way we are able to let go of the control, let go of that fear that is associated with the change. And what the angels are really saying is that if we do not reflect and make the changes, we'll be forced to make that changes because there'll be tower moments in our lives. So, if we feel like there is a block in our life, there is a reason for that block. And we have to be able to understand what is blocking us from that block. Hi, Teddy. I know you're watching me while I'm doing my reading. So he's been a good boy today. He's been just chilling a lot of the time. So I will give you an example. So for me personally, I have been going through a change of health, and I've been really focusing on my healthier eating patterns. I started off small at first, but now I'm starting to incorporate more and more changes that are reflective of what I needed to focus on. I've been having a lot of digestive inflammation, and it's a nice way to put it. And I've been really trying to focus on my gut health and my liver health as well. So, I do feel like I am being drawn to work on healing those areas. So eating the right foods and changing my diet in regard to helping that. Because right now I can't eat a lot of the processed foods that are out there in regard to different things. And I feel like this is also because of my spiritual awakening that I'm in. I mean, I had a spiritual awakening, but this is a different form of a spiritual awakening. It's just gotten to the point that I know I need to make the changes in my life to live a healthier lifestyle. And in turn, I do know this will help me feel more balanced from within, and it will help me spiritually as well, because I know when I eat cleaner, the messages come in clearer, stronger, and faster and more accurate than before. And it raises our vibration more and more. So that is basically where that is. So, and I've been really focusing on my eating healthy and working on my physical health as well. So physical health and like exercising and things like that more, and really looking at things for self-care. So that is there. But one of my other things that I was drawn to during this time very, very strongly, and it's been adamant every single day, because that's been on my mind, is Reiki. I am going to sign up for a course by the end of this month, where I am enrolled in like Reiki level 1 and 2. So, it's just been guided in my path for a reason, and I got to follow that as well, and I'm not going to be resistant to that change. I'm just going to go with the flow and allow it to be in my life. And then I will be able to focus in on some healing and Reiki healing as well. So, that is definitely one of those things also. So, that is definitely one of those there. So, all in all, long story short, in order to be able to make the changes that are necessary, we need to go inward and reflect and really process what everything is. And this is why in July, in Cancer season, everything slows way down, and it's a time of reflection and going inward and to see what changes are needed to be able to make and things like that. So that is very much incorporating those different types of things. So now going along into the energies of the week is that we do have quite a bit of red energy for the week, and at the end of that red energy we do have spikies, unfortunately. So which means there are going to be little dagger points that are going to irritate us a lot this week. So red is all about passion, anger, manifestation, could be aggression, but also all those above as well. And the red is also a foundation point. So looking at our foundations of where we come from and going back to our roots, also associated with the root chakra as well. So the red is going to be quite high, and it's going to be kind of that naggy feeling that we're going to be having for this week to be able to make that change. It's going to allow us to be able to make that change. And the next color that they are showing me is the yellow. So we're going to have quite a bit of yellow for this upcoming week, which is all about confidence, self-esteem, letting go of that control. And I feel like this is in lieu of the red energy and allowing us to be able to have that confidence within ourselves to be able to make a change. It's almost like the universe is coming in and transitioning us into this new way of being. So it's like helping us to be a new and improved version of ourselves as well. And the next thing that they are showing me is the blue energy. We still have blue, and blue is all about communication. I feel like the blue is there. It's not going to be as high as it normally is due to the fact that we are going to be going inward this week. So it's not as high as it normally is, but it's still there for communication. And the next color that they are showing me is the green energy, which is that give and take of love. We do have quite a bit of give and take of love, and this is also helping our self-love and self-value. So that is also there as well. It's all about prioritizing ourselves for this week. And the next color here is they are showing me is the pink, which is all about self-care, self-care, self-care. So we're going to have quite an abundance of pink energy for this week. And this is going to help us to really do that self-love time. And we also have that orange energy coming in as well, which is also going to be quite high. Archangel Gabrielle is coming forward and helping us find creative ways to make the changes that we need that are necessary. And a good way to do that is through vision boards and things like that. So if you have one already, it's good to change it up and be in that process as well. So that is definitely there. And so the orange is going to be there. So orange is all about sexual energy, sexual chemistry, but it's also about wellness and creativity as well. So that's going to be there. So next we're going to be talking about the Indigo Violet. And that is going to be good high as well. quite high because we're going to be getting a lot of downloads. So we're going to be able to hear our angels, God, Jesus, people on the other side. We're going to be getting a lot of messages and things like that. And the purple is going to be high as well, in lieu of getting the downloads and things like that. Purple is intuition and imagination as well. So that is definitely there. So I'm very excited about that aspect as well. So now we're going to go in here to the card portion. So we're going to be using the John Holland deck, the Angel Paradise, or the John Holland, the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. So clear, clear, clear. What does everybody need to know in regard to the week of July 3rd through the 10th, 2022? What does everybody need to know in regard to July 3rd through the 10th? Oh, okay. I'm glad that's coming up in the forefront because we don't have that card typically. Oh, interesting. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, so the first card here is that we have is heal. So we are going to do a lot of healing and growth for this upcoming week, which is kind of what I talked about at the beginning. It's all about making those healthier choices for ourselves and helping us to heal past karma and past hardships that we've had in our lives and past trauma and things like that. So we're going to be doing a lot of healing when we're going to go within. I do feel a lot of anxiety when it comes to the healing, but remember, healing is good because it helps release those chains that are weighing down on us. And it may sting a little bit at first when we know the truth, which I feel like this is what this week is helping us to learn, is understanding the truth within ourselves. But it's all going to bring about a new change from within and be a more positive version of us as well. That way we're not stuck in our heads as much. The next card here is that we have is move. And what the angels are really saying is that this is all about taking the action steps that are necessary in order to change. I feel like the action step for this week is all about going within, not necessarily making physical changes, but realizing the changes that you need to make. Although, of course, I do feel like this could be a physical move as well. So, for those of you that are moving, it could mean that a physical move as well. Now, this card I was surprised of, but I'm glad that it showed up, which is love, soulmate, and twin flame card. So, I do feel like for those of us that are in a twin flame journey, I feel like this is going to help us in our twin flame journey as well, because it's going to bring us in a positive change and a positive aspect and learning the hard way of self-love and self-care. So since we hadn't been doing it, we got to switch the energies onto ourselves. So I feel like this week is helping us to be able to do that, to bring the connection closer together. So, and that also goes with soulmates as well. So the next card here is that we have is nurture, self-care, that pink color that we're talking about. So a lot of self-care for this week. Self-care, self-care, self-care. While we are undergoing and understanding the messages that are coming through. So this card came up is control, because we are afraid of change. So we are going to try to control the outcomes of what we are working on this week. So it's best to let go of that control and work on your solar plexus and be able to let go of that control, is what I'm hearing. The overall message here is the darkest fears. So letting go of the darkest fears, getting out of our head and into our heart, and allowing things to be able to go with that flow. So not letting our fears get in the way of the healing. So, and the last card, last but not least, is trust. So trusting in the process and knowing that this is for the greater good. So that is really, really, really there. So the next card deck that we're going to be using is the Angel Prayer deck by Kyle Gray. So what does everybody need to know for this upcoming week for July 3rd through the 10th? Ooh, Leap of Faith. Oh, excellent. So we got 2 cards here. So the first card here is that we have is Leap of Faith, and this is very much Archangel Michael guiding and protecting you and having you have the courage to be able to make the changes that are necessary. And it is, I'm ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it with me. So that is definitely there. The next deck or the card here is that you have is Shine Your Light. And what the angels are really saying is that it's all about shining the light on the issues that you are wanting to face and confront. So, it's all about doing that shadow work and shining the light in the shadows, basically. And it is with Archangel Uriel. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world and understanding your inner wisdom as well. So, the next card here is that we have 2 of them came out is Speak Your Truth with Archangel Gabrielle. Thank you, Gabrielle, for helping me to speak with integrity. So honoring what you are feeling at this time. So allowing yourself to understand the truth and honoring how you are feeling about it is very important as well for this week. So that is best to be able to follow through with that. And the next card here is that we have is New Beginnings. And it is thank you, angels, for opening up the doors to change. I am ready. So we are bringing in the new. So this is all about having that transformation. And Archangel Zachiel is really coming in and helping with that transformation. So really, that's a really exciting thing. So sometimes we gotta work through the hard stuff. Work through the hard stuff to be able to get through the good stuff. So that is very, very exciting. But until next time, everybody, I am sending you so much love and care, and know that I love you, angel blessings, and I will talk with you very soon. Bye, everybody.